Mr. Schaub, sorry for your loss.
Hello. All right, guys, I am back with another episode of Into the Bapaverse. Now, if you're new or you're curious, all we like to just do here is just look at the Fight and the Kid subreddit and look at some of their best clips, some of their top rated clips, or whatever is going on currently, the best things in life of Brandon Schaub, I guess. So let's just get into it. Is there a funny clip to start like I used to do it? Let's see. Maybe I put one on there.
I thought Kevin Hart was so funny, man.
Yeah, he was funny.
He's funny. He's a funny guy.
Please welcome future Chris D'Elia. Yeah.
Oh, really, dude? All right, guys. So first clip we're going to talk about is this one. This one's called Warning, long clip. Sounds like they're talking about Schaub. Let's start the clip here.
Yeah. So there's a few guys, you take them on the road, they didn't, whatever it is, they didn't have the extra horsepower to make it up the hill. It's like, listen, man, you got to get up that hill.
Yeah.
Like, no one's going to help you. I can't hold your hand. You got to get up that hill on your own. It's the only way to do this. Damn. Some people don't make it up the hill, bro. Yeah, even though you love them, they don't make it up the hill.
Oh, yeah, that's very true. Also, if you guys don't know, that's Deric Poston right there. He used to work with Brendan and Theo Vaughn for the King of the Sting. If you guys don't remember him, a long time ago.
Kiss, Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle.
Oh, Dave Chappelle.
Dane Cook would make out with you. Nick Swartzen.
Here's
Nick
the
Swartzen
thing.
would definitely make out.
Bill Bellamy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The shit out you, Bill. What's in my
And I guess he like quit that gig because he got better in stand up and was able to draw more people into his show, so he didn't need Schaub or Theo anymore.
You love them. You think they're great guys. They want you to still take them on the road. And like, hey, man, you got to make it up the hill. You got to make it up the hill. I can't have you bombing everywhere, you know?
I've seen people ask you to try to go up on the Rogan and Friends, and like, you try. You help some people. It's just, but and then it's just
When they bomb, it's awful.
it's awful.
Yeah.
Especially when the crowd's so like Hassan just murdered and Brian just murdered. You know, and then it's like it's just like, oh no.
Yeah. You got to make it up.
Okay, I get why they might be referring to Brandon there because right in the end he said Brian there. But it is true. It's like you thinking that just because you're friends with Joe, like it means that you're not gonna bomb in front of people. Yeah, that's I don't think logically that will help you out. Like it's not like people are like respecting Joe. Is like, yeah, this guy knows Joe Rogan, guys. Don't boo this man.
Get up the hill. But you can. And just because you have a bad set that night, it doesn't mean everybody's writing you off. But if you don't adjust, if you don't course correct, you're going to continue to have bad sets. You got to figure out what am I doing wrong? Like, what is different about what I'm doing than these people that are doing it really good?
That's the best part of watching them.
But the thing is, comedy is a weird art form in that there's no real place where you can learn it other than doing it.
Yeah.
You could learn how to play guitar, I mean, some of the great guitar players, they're self-taught, but you could learn. You could go to a place, they could teach you how to play guitar. They could teach you online. There's tons of tutorials on how to learn how to play guitar.
Well, I mean, I think for Brandon and his stand-up, it's very different, right? It's very much of gay bro humor.
I'm not used to this. Dallas a little different. There's some ladies in the crowd tonight. I am not used to that. My demo, 18 to 36 bros. That's what I specialize in. It's a real cockfest usually at these things. I don't mind it though. I'm the bro whisperer. That's what they call me.
He does make fun of himself a little bit, but some of these jokes that he says, they don't have much of a punchline into them. They're just kind of stories, right? But you can do something with stories, but Schaub kind of like, I don't know, maybe he doesn't get like, help or get recommendation or gets criticized for his stuff, and maybe that's why he's not like improving in his stand-up.
That are free. You can get them on YouTube. Learn how to play guitar. You're not going to learn how to do comedy.
Can't.
Yeah, you got to do it.
It's so personal. That's what makes it so beautiful, bro. It's so personal.
And there's a lot of really funny people that aren't funny on stage. That's weird.
How does that? It's
Weird.
It doesn't make sense sometimes.
Right, it's weird. It's weird when you see them bomb on stage and you see them in real life and they're funny. Like, what is going on?
And then
I think there's a difference, right? Being funny with your friends compared to being funny to a general audience is different, right? It's like I can cook, right? I can cook, really well personally, but to have cameras and have people look at me cook gets you nervous, right? So it's understandable. I get that.
almost like like you'll see him in the green room and there'll be the comedian, and then they go on stage and they like, but no, let me become a comedian, like what I think a comedian is.
So aware that they're performing, so aware, not locked into the thought at all, but instead hoping for a good result with every word that comes out of their mouth. Yeah.
Hoping for a good result.
Yeah, it's that feeling in the air of desperation.
Oh.
The crowd can taste
You
it.
ever see a desperate dude trying to hit on a girl? It's the saddest shit of all time. It's like he smells like shit. And she's just trying to
Can you walk me to my truck? Yeah, that's the desperation.
get away with it. Get away from him. Because desperation stinks.
It
It
does.
stinks on girls too. It stinks on everybody. It stinks on comedians. It stinks. Desperation stinks. We don't like it. It's uncomfortable. I don't want to feel that way. So I want you to be having fun. When I see someone like Schultz at the roast, he's having fun.
Yeah.
I want to be watching a person who's having fun. I don't want to be watching someone who's like, even if your comedy is really well written, it's gonna suck if you're desperate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching someone have fun. God, watching that fucking guy Schultz. That's fucking.
Yeah.
He makes a point there, like if you be yourself, if you're being yourself, then people can see that, right? People can see that being genuine to the people, and they'll be like, oh, this guy's like genuinely having fun. He's not trying to maybe kind of like stir things and not, be fake, right? And people can see that. If people see you doing something else and then they see you doing something else that you don't really do much often, or it's kind of weird to see you there and you're trying to be a different person, and you're like, then people are like, well, just go back to who you are, and people are gonna start liking you again.
Starting emergency call to the SOS service provided by the manufacturer. To cancel, press the SOS or cancel button. Starting SOS call.
But with a lot of people that are not very self-conscious of how they're supposed to be, they fake who they are, and at the end of the day, they're not comfortable being there in that position. And I guess Schultz is a guy that's like very like he's grabbing people, and he's very moving around stuff and things like that, and people see that because he does that on his podcast, so you're kind of like, oh yeah, this is him, right? Like,
I mean, even him and Akash don't take things this far, and him and Akash are usually on the same page. Like, they're always just grabbing each other and shaking each other's legs and stuff. But when Schultz does this with his guests, it always is pretty uncomfortable. Like, he's also doing this recently with Dave Portnoy as well, and obviously he didn't take it anywhere near as far as he did with Logan, but I think he's still getting on Dave's nerves a little bit, because Dave would be in the middle of talking, and then Akash and Schultz would just burst out laughing and start hollering and screaming, and Dave doesn't really laugh at anything, so he just kind of sits there, but then Schultz will grab him and start shaking him around, which I don't think he's too thrilled about. And this first clip is something else. Schultz starts doing this deranged laugh, and then he grabs Dave and starts to shake him, and then you can see Akash, I think he's about to do the same thing, and he puts his hand on Dave's leg and then takes it away right away, because he probably realizes he doesn't look like he's very comfortable with this, and it's kind of weird, two grown men grabbing another guy's legs and shaking him.
Yeah.
Was fantastic.
Yeah. Shakespeare in Love.
I'm not. I mean, what?
Move on. I had a great point. You're never going to hear it. That point's gone.
it's annoying, it's obnoxious, but you can see that he's actually being genuine.
He has a good ass time, man, and he's enjoying all the success. He's enjoying every step of the way. That's very important too, because a lot of people get upset that people promote things and show them on stage killing it, but you gotta understand, like that is that's you. That's on you.
That's
like,
on you.
He's celebrating success. This is gratitude in a physical form. If that bothers you, that's you.
What you want me to do, man?
That's your problem.
So yeah, I'm gonna just stop that there because it is a long clip, and I guess you can kind of see why the subreddit might be thinking it's Schaub, because he kind of mentions Bryan Callen's name there. Yeah, I mean, and it's also because now in hindsight we know that Schaub is slowing down his stand-up comedy, and is being more engaging, or he's engaging more into his content on YouTube and whatnot. Maybe he's starting to finally realize that stand-up comedy isn't doing so great for him, and the best thing to do is just pivot, right? Which is, I get that, I understand that, and Joe can see that from a mile away, like being with comedians that he's also built on, based around his name and how they use his name. There's some people that you can see that they can change, right? And then there's some people that just are kind of helpless out there, and they won't change because they don't want to. And I think a lot of people can see that in Brandon, that he doesn't want to change his style. He doesn't want to maybe improve or have better writing. Who knows, right? Who knows? Let me know what you guys think about that. Like, this is all just assumptions here. So just to start a little fun. Let's get to the next biggest thing, which is this one called Shannon Ritch calls out Brendan Schaub.
What's paying your life?
All right, so Shannon Ritch, he's a veteran MMA fighter. I don't think he ever went to the UFC. And he apparently has this beef with Brendan, and he talks about it, right? He talks about it with Rampage Jackson and I forgot the other guy's name, Bear, I think his name is. So let's watch this clip for a bit, and I'll give you some more context, because somebody in the subreddit here gave us a couple of snippets on how it kind of escalated to this point.
Is it true you try to fight Brandon Schaub at a bar in Scottsdale?
So it wasn't a bar in Scottsdale. It was actually at his buddy's UFL, United Fight League.
I heard about that.
So let's go. Let's just
But
talk
be honest
about
with
it.
us, yeah.
So
Well,
this is what
we
happened.
heard whispers.
Here, this is what happened, and I'm gonna be straight out with you. Brendan Schaub was on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan said, "Hey, look at this record of Shannon Ritch." And Brendan Schaub literally said, because I got the clip, yeah, it's the worst record I've ever seen. Something like that. And if it's the worst record you ever seen, bro, you don't even know me. And you're running your mouth talking, whatever. So anyway, I went up to him because I'd never met him before.
Okay, so that part is true. He was talking shit about Shannon, and because Joe brought him up, and he's like, "Wow, look at that guy's record. Look, it's so shitty, right? Because in his record, it's not the greatest. It's like Artem Lobov, GOAT levels of record breaking." And Shannon heard about it, and he was like, "Hey, bro, what the why are you talking shit? What the hell? I thought we were supposed to respect each other." And then Brandon, if I recall, he was like, "No, I meant Shannon Briggs, like the boxer." And he was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Literally went up to him. I shook his hand and said, "Hi, I'm Shannon Ritch." He goes, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Why would you talk shit about me? You don't even know me, dude." And he goes, No, it wasn't you. I was talking about Shannon Briggs." I'm like, "No, you said Shannon Ritch." "No, it was Shannon Briggs." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna let it go." So I'm gonna let it go.
They don't even look the same.
Hey,
yeah. You guys don't look nothing.
So literally, I let it go, and then
Shannon Briggs, he's black, and he's a boxer, and not an MMA fighter. It's like I feel like Brendan would bring up his like CTE flaring up just to like kind of dodge this. He's like, no, brain scramble, bro. I got hit hard by Roy Nelson. You gotta understand that.
And he went back on another podcast and was like, "Well, Shannon Ritch said this to me, blah, blah." Okay, Brendan, where you at? Hey, if you have a problem with me, we can settle it. I don't give a shit.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Hey, oh, watch out. Hey, Brendan's just walking here, man. What you doing?
But
you're not scared of nobody.
I don't give a shit.
He used to fight.
Yeah, he used to fight.
He's
But
a
he wasn't that good.
He
Look
was
at
a
his
heavyweight.
record. Look at his record. Look at mine.
Well, you got more losses than he got fights.
Well, I got a lot more wins than he's got fights too.
Hello, Yahtzee.
That is true, and he might be more active than Brendan, but yeah, I guess he's right about that. But You know, some people are gonna be saying like, yeah, Brendan's a former UFC fighter though. It's a lot more. It's a lot better in resume, and he probably has had better fights. Fighters lost to a lot of better fighters than Shannon Ritch ever did. But who knows, right? That's all subjective, right?
Hey,
You know?
hey,
Yo, tell
let's
him.
put that fight. Hey, let's put that fight together.
Yeah,
You
I'll
guys
put that
do it.
together.
Let's do it at guitar.
Do you think you would smash Brandon Schaub? Because he knows how to fight, though. Let's be honest.
Let's be
He was a
honest.
heavyweight fighter in the UFC.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
You give him that smoke.
bro, I'm good, man.
He's a black
I don't
belt.
give a shit, man. I don't care, bro.
this.
I don't really have anything against Brendan. I saw his comedy. I don't think he's that funny.
Damn!
Oh shit! But
That's his.
Oh, shots fired. But I mean, everybody knows that. I mean, that's kind of like, it's kind of it's a simmer, right? It's simmering, but it ain't burnt. This ain't a burn. It's not a burn.
Livelihood.
okay,
Bro,
I saw his comedy. He's not that funny.
Bro, you taking the gloves off.
He was funny. I mean, he was okay,
bullshit.
but he wasn't that funny.
Did you laugh at his jokes at all? Did he?
All he talked about was gay stuff. It was all gay. It was all about being gay.
Did you?
I think he has a thing with gays or something. I don't have any problem with gays.
Yeah, that is true. It's a lot of gay material out there with Brendan, and look, let's see now I'm gonna show you the kind of the context of this, because I just said it right, but without some of the clips, you're gonna be like, I don't know, maybe you're telling the truth, Hector. I don't know. Let me show you the clips here, because a Redditor compiled some of the clips to kind of give you the full rundown of this. So let's watch that too.
That's not Michael.
Wow, he fought Shannon Ritch on his third fight. Shannon Ritch has like a million fights. Click on Shannon Ritch.
Look at Mike Guyman, the Joker, old school, 2003.
Click on Shannon Ritch. How many fights does he have? I'm gonna say he's got. How many? Does it say?
Holy shit!
Does it say
he has
his
a lot of
record?
losses. 53 and 79.
Jesus Christ!
It's the worst record I've ever seen.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Okay, so it's a lot worse than Artem Lobov's record, but you can see that they even went on Wikipedia, and Joe said Shannon Ritch a couple times, Brendan said Shannon Ritch a couple times, and now they're trying to, and now, you know, it's kind of ridiculous for him to say, I meant Shannon Briggs.
No, you were saying Shannon Ritch. You can't. Shannon Ritch. No, dude, I swear, Brandon. No. Because everybody calls hey, you gotta check this out. Like, why would you talk shit about me? I don't even know. No.
So this is where he says that he was in that event, and he's also with his brother here, Jay. Ask Jay what happened that day, and Brandon, he doesn't want any part of Shannon Ritch and his multiple losses.
Brandon's supposed to fight Shannon Ritch. Okay, man, because I'm like,
There's a guy named, so there's Shannon Briggs, who's the boxer, right?
Yeah.
Let's go, champ, Shannon Briggs. Then there's a guy named Shannon Ritch, who's like old school MMA guy. Probably, I think he has the most fights in the history of MMA.
That's not true. And he's also he's downplaying everything that happened. He just completely lies about it.
Jesus Christ!
It's the worst record I've ever seen.
That's crazy.
It's all on video, man. It's like, how can you even change the narrative?
And Shannon Ritch somehow thought I was talking stuff about, not talking stuff, but was making fun of him. I don't know how it happened, but he was talking. He goes, "Hey man, I thought we were cool. A bunch of my guys sent me stuff, said you were talking stuff." I was like, and you know, to be fair, maybe I've heard of him, but I'm not too familiar with his work. I know he has all the fights in the world, but I think the lines got crossed because I was talking about Shannon Briggs, not Shannon Ritch.
Very similar.
Very
very similar.
That was the only.
That's just completely spinning the whole thing, right? And then you hear Chin here, his producer, saying, "No, yeah, he got it. He totally got it right. You wouldn't have said that. Of course not. You're very respectful. You wouldn't make fun of somebody like that."
Only thing I can think of when he was talking about, and he's not a great guy, nice guy, had a lit ass outfit on too, but really nice guy. But he's like, "Yeah, man, it bothered me, man. They said you were, you know, knocking on me or roasting me." I was like, You sure it's not Shannon Briggs?
Shannon Briggs. I'm like, no, you said Shannon Ritch. Oh, no, it was Shannon Briggs. I said, okay, I'm gonna let it go. So I'm gonna let it go.
They don't even look the same.
Hey,
Yeah. You guys don't look nothing alike.
So literally, I let it go, and then he went back on another podcast and was like, well, Shannon Ritch said this to me, blah blah. Okay, Brendan, where you at? Hey, if you have a problem with me, we can settle it. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
So there you have it, guys. Yeah, this is just like gaslighting Shannon Ritch, gaslighting everybody that heard the clips, everybody that's seen the clips, everybody that has, messaged Shannon Ritch, and Shannon Ritch has a clip in his phone saying shit about him, and he's still
Jesus Christ.
It's the worst record I've ever seen.
That's crazy.
he's still like in denial about who he talked about, right? It was the boxer, not the MMA fighter. Wow, this is just like, I don't know. Maybe Brandon realized his mistake, and he's like, oh shit, this guy's legit mad at me, and maybe I should just try to put things down a bit, settle things down, and he should have just said, hey man, I'm speaking, if I was Brendan here, I would have been like, hey man, I was just trying to be funny, my bad, I do respect you as a fighter, we are, we're similar, right? We've had the same careers, right? And I was just trying to be funny, my bad. And that's it, right? But Brendan got caught completely here, and this is one of the most kind of like egregious, most obvious lies that he has ever displayed, and it's all clipped, and you can see it, and how he just tries to gaslight Shannon Ritch here and everybody else here, and people in the subreddit, other people that don't like him, they're gonna snitch on him. They're gonna send Shannon Ritch clips of him talking shit, and Shannon happened to be there at that arena, right? The UV, whatever it was called,
UFL, United Fight League,
and he called them out, right? Because fighters, if they're they're serious about how they feel, they're gonna say, hey, what's up, bro? What's up with that? That's it, man. That's all I gotta say about that. Let me know what you guys think about this. This is kind of a crazy, funny little scenario that Brendan got, caught in. And yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think.
Dicey.
All right, let's get to another clip. This one's called Ex-UFC Fighter Beats Up an Elderly Man. Let's watch this clip here.
Be cool, bro. Be cool.
Cool, dude.
All right, it's all good, right?
Is today Wednesday?
Yeah.
Is it? I'm gonna spank you today.
Oh gosh.
Look, it's Wednesday, and I feel like spanking you.
No.
Yeah.
Imagine telling that to a grown man, a 60, 70-year-old man. You're gonna get a spanking.
Look, it's Wednesday, and I feel like spanking you.
No.
Yeah.
I can feel a spanking coming.
Yeah, dude.
Spanking me?
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yep, do it.
Here we go.
Do it.
I'm gonna break things.
Okay, so that's not good. Okay.
I'll snap that off right now.
That's not
Look at this.
That's not good. So
Right
what you
now.
want to do, guys, is this.
Go
Keep
ahead.
that here.
He's gonna be feeling that for a couple days, couple weeks. And I remember, what's his name? Sean Strickland got the same treatment by that former wrestler. He.
Oh, why, bro? Why? Whoa. Why? Get away from me. Whoa, bro. Get away. Bro, what the fuck, man?
Former wrestler. He died a couple years ago, I think, and that guy got, Sean got pissed because he said, "Wait, man, that can break my arm, and I have a fight coming up. That's dangerous."
Don't break that. Don't break that. Don't break that. Where you want to go, Daddy?
Oh my God!
Where you want to go?
Oh shit!
Oh, you
I
got
thought he lifted him up, but he's just like on top of the chair.
me on that. All right, you got me on that. You got me on that. You got me on that. No. See that?
Want more?
Come on, let's go. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
It's Wednesday.
Hands on it.
I'm gonna slap your stupid ass.
You're not gonna slap me. Nobody slaps me, bro.
I just slapped you.
This is what he wants to do to Shannon Ritch. I mean, look at the face of a this is like what a possum does. Pretend you're dead, bro. Leave him alone. He's just an old man.
Just Wednesday. Do you want it on Thursday?
No, we're good. You got me a couple times, but you saw me stop it. Fuck, I had those underhooks.
Your hair's all fucked up.
Wow. I mean, look, it's boys being boys, okay? Hey, who am I to talk shit about a couple of dudes roughhousing, all right? It's just the Armel Gravato coming out saying, hey, man, maybe I could beat up my friend, but also I still love you, bro, and I'll spank you. But I mean, this is I mean, he's fighting an old guy. I mean, I'll be scared to fight or roughhouse with an old man like that, just simply because they're like peaches. They just bruise easily. Yeah, that's I don't know. It's not a good look, to be honest with you. Like, Brandon is a heavyweight and he's fighting a 60-year-old man who weighs about maybe like 150 pounds. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about this. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. I'm kind of, I don't think it's great, but whatever.
Where's paying your life?
Let's get to the next clip. This one's called "He Has His Black Belt in Buying Views." That makes sense. So now there's a context to this, and they say that Brandon buys views, and where is that coming from? Somebody that he used to know, somebody that he used to be friends with, and that's Mark Harley. Friends, bitter enemies till the end.
The number somewhere like, oh, I got 1 million views. You always brag, oh, it's almost at 2 million views. No, it's not. It's at 1.6 million views. And also 300,000 to 400,000 views are paid for. And you know what that does to your channel? I don't know if you know anything about the algorithm and how buying followers and views fucks you up, but it fucked his whole channel, because then the algorithm's like, wait, who's watching this? All these people from Pakistan and Eastern Europe or whatever, it doesn't give you any information about who your real viewership is, and they don't watch any of your other stuff. So it's really that's what ends up suppressing your channel. So he made this huge mistake just to get to 1 million views so he could have the celebration and see it as like a fuck you to the haters that he got 1 million views. Ooh. And record numbers of downvotes. But the thing, here's one little insight is he goes, man, I thought I was going to do theaters after this. And I thought that was going to elevate me to the next level. He was really confused as to why the Gringo Poppy didn't launch him to doing theater tours. And it's okay, so why did you take that for granted? And his agents, by the way, were it's not ready yet. Don't put out like.
Is that true? Is he buying views? I wouldn't know personally. I don't want to accuse him. That's just all assumed.
But so Triller or Thriller? Triller that did the Jake Paul thing. Did you see the latest on that? Was it really interesting? So they raised $423 million. Mm-hmm. They now have $900,000 in the bank, and they claim bankruptcy.
Yeah, they're a nightmare.
Because they found out that they bought. Find out how many bots they bought. It was some crazy amount. They bought
the views.
So when they went to raise money, from what I understand,
they're like, look, we
Triller. If you guys don't know, it's like TikTok. It's also like the Zone. They do sometimes fights. One of them was the triangle ring thing. It was kind of weird, but it's an up and coming kind of thing, organization or whatever. It's kind of trying to become a conglomerate. Is that what it's called? Of different things, and it's not doing so, right? So
you have 400 million downloads,
and their investors said, "I'll give you this," and it was all fake. I think they had, they bought 200 million users.
Wow. What they like to do here is, maybe to get more investors or sponsors in, they fake the numbers, the viewers that supposedly they're watching, so they can get those things, right? But then at the end of the day, sponsors are going to be like, yeah, this is not kind of matching up from what we actually saw. So it's not good for you. It's not good for the sponsor.
Right. So they said they had 550, but so few people.
Dude, that's so short-sighted, because when you do that, again, you might get that initial money up front, but then in 6 months, hey, dude, we invested whatever it is, 50 million. and we're under the impression you had 550 million viewers. Now we're looking at the hardcore.
Like you can kind of see, like when they start talking about it, Brandon starts to kind of like fidget, and he also kind of knows about the subject, which is weird because he doesn't know a lot of things.
Dude, that's so short-sighted because when you do that, again, you might get that initial money up front.
So could this mean that he has an understanding of what view botting is based around his body? You know, or it could be because maybe he read an article here or there. Who knows, right?
Core numbers.
Yeah.
There
was an article that said
because you're not going to
something
get. So when you lie like that, you're not going to get any return. So let's say Coca-Cola is like, holy shit, 550 million views. Here's $5 million. When they see a fraction of the return, they're going, oh, this can't be. Someone's lying here. Because we know if we apply this much money in the budget, we get at minimum this much return.
Yeah.
You're getting even less than that.
Yeah.
It's so easy
I believe
to
they
get found
actually
out.
got. I think they filed for bankruptcy, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, if Brendan is supposedly view botting, he does like, I don't know, his views are probably like around 30K, right? 40K views. And if he's kind of botting half of those, right, it's harder for the sponsor to kind of see that, because he also has different shows, right? So he could be like, well, you know, I got some of my viewers from this show, from this other show, and maybe he's not view botting all of them. Maybe he's not view botting the Golden Hour. Maybe that's like probably like his most premier show that he can't or he won't do it because it's probably not like it's not gonna matter because, you know, he has Eric Griffin and he's got Chris D'Elia there. And he's got himself there, so he's able to draw up some viewers. But like in comparison to what Triller did, and they bought like 2 million or something like that viewers. That's a crazy amount of viewers to be view botting. So for Brendan, I would say that, you know, the way he does it, if he does do it, it's a lot more safer than what Triller did, which also caused them to go bankrupt.
Because we know if we apply this much money in the budget, we get at minimum this much return.
Yeah.
You're getting even less than that.
Which makes sense, right? I mean, you can't be view botting that amount of, you know, that certain amount of viewers and expect to get a good outcome from it. It's not going to make sense. That you just shouldn't do it. You know, you shouldn't be view botting. You shouldn't be doing that stuff. It ultimately messes you up because you're not getting genuine viewers. You're not getting genuine responses, and you don't really know who the hell is really watching your show. So don't do it. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think he's view botting? Do you think Brandon's view botting? Do you think it's a smart thing to do? I personally don't think so.
Kudos, because he's the smartest tool in the shed.
Okay, so last one, guys. Chin gets shamed by a mysterious woman in San Francisco before walking into a pole and falling down. So Chin, as you guys know, that's Brendan Schaub's producer. And he's probably got some mysterious date out here, and I guess he slips. Let's watch this clip.
And then we became friends
But
again.
like, they're really cool and you're not.
And they're very pretty.
They are. That's
Yeah,
also
right?
another thing
And
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
So just recognize what your boy Chin. No, I'm kidding.
Is it like a charity friendship?
Look at that.
Is it a charity friendship?
No. Ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
You might not have any more film left here.
Yeah. Man.
Like, I think, you know, she said, is that a charity friendship?
Is it like a charity friendship?
Look at that.
Is it a charity friendship?
No. I think she's just trying to be funny. I'm not going to be totally mean to Chin here. I think, you know, when the cameras are on, you're trying to be more funny. You're trying to make somebody look bad. And that's usually what happens. I get it. I've done it.
Well, it's been recording the whole time, so we're good. Fuck.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Are you okay, Chin?
How did I see that?
I don't know. Oh my god.
I'm not watching. Well, I'm not bleeding, so.
No, you're not. Oh my god.
Did you see that thing?
I did. I thought you saw it.
No, because I'm filming. It's not like I broke my hand.
Homie, yeah, don't look at your camera. This is what he was doing. He was looking at himself in the camera, and boom, That's what probably happened, right? I mean, that's the only obvious thing. Like, yeah, you gotta watch your surroundings, bro.
I don't think you did.
It was fine.
Because you wouldn't be able to move it like that.
What's this edit in the end? Yeah, yes, I get it. Hey, you're in a hot date with a girl. You put out your sports car and you're like, hold up, babe, I got something better. Couple of Popeyes chicken sandwiches. What's up? I'm getting late tonight. No, look, I get it. He was obviously looking at his camera, right? He was looking at at his camera. Like, you could see he's looking at his camera, distracted. He's not gonna see where he's going. And he probably thought, I'm walking with somebody, I'm probably safe. And boom, got hit by something super obvious. Look, it's embarrassing, but it's funny. And yeah, you're gonna be fine. You didn't hurt your wrist, man. You're a little bit older now. When you get older, you get colder.
Where's paying your life?
All right, I think I'm gonna end this here, guys. I think I went a little too long here, and yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say. And let me know what you guys think about this. And I'll see you guys for another one. Like and subscribe as always. And I'll see you guys for another one. Bye-bye.